In today's video, I have a sneak peek at an upcoming razor from Blackland Razors, and that is the adjustable Osprey. Keep watching for more. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. John, aka Lather here. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm very excited to bring you today's early look at a brand new razor from Blackland. We're taking a look at the adjustable Osprey razor, and I am just a huge fan of this design. I do know it might not be for everyone. It definitely leans, modern. So those of you who love vintage razors, your vintage slims and fat boys, this kind of cutout may not appeal to you. It actually holds a special place in my heart, as the design inspiration was from the 101 Tower in Taipei. Taiwan is my parents' country of origin, so it's the motherland in some ways. So given that piece of architecture helped influence this razor, it's already putting it in my good graces. Before I forget, I do want to mention that Blackland Razors did provide this razor to bring you this early look, this sneak peek. So thank you, Blackland Razors. All thoughts and opinions, of course, are my own. However, if you prefer to watch a video not covering free product, I have plenty of those as well. Go ahead and click on different playlist or video. No offense taken. So in leading up to today's video, I've already had 3 shaves with the Osprey, testing out the various settings. There's 9 different settings on this razor. And in trying to keep as few variables as possible, I use the same soap and brush. That way, the only thing that was changing really were the settings of this razor. So I've been using various soaps on A&E's Ultima line. Today's happens to be Tobacco Road. We're not gonna go too deeply into the scent, but it's a honey tobacco, a little bit reminiscent of Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille, but not a dupe and not really a one-for-one. But as far as what kind of tobacco, it's that kind of scent. I've been using 2 different brushes with the G5C synthetic knot. This is a 28mm G5C in a Trotter Handcrafts. It's actually coinless, but this is a beautiful purple brush here from Trotter Handcrafts. So let me apply the lather to my face, and I'll share with you some of the technical specifications of the Osprey. The Blackland Osprey is the very first 3-piece adjustable razor and is made in the USA. It offers 9 levels of adjustments with 1.4 millimeters of total safety bar movement. It's worth noting that the difference between levels decreases as you go up higher, so levels 5 to 6 is less significant than going from levels 2 to 3. The weight comes in at 105 grams with the brass insert and 88 grams without the insert. The Osprey will be priced at $350 USD and will go on sale Friday, September 22nd. All orders are expected to be fulfilled by October 6th. All right, so I've applied the lather, and there we go. I'm working with about 3 days worth of beard growth, so a good amount to test this razor for you today. So we're going to start out with the 6 setting for the with the grain pass. I'm going to dial it down to probably 2 or 3 for the against the grain shaves. I've kind of liked that combo. It's better for the sensitive skin, especially in my neck area, and going against the grain. This is a 3-piece razor. I'm also using a Gillette Ruby blade, by the way. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. But how it works, first, just to fully disassemble it, you want to grip the head firmly, and it just simply twists off. And at this point, you could adjust the different settings here, but you actually don't need to take apart the razor. I'm sorry, and there's the head, top cap. I'm sure many of you are wondering how this is going to compare to other adjustable razors. And you guys need to know that in the past, I just haven't been a huge fan of adjustable razors. With all the options, I find that I probably usually just stay on one, and it's not necessarily my favorite shaver. So that includes like the Gillette Slim and the Gillette Fat Boy. Another one I used in the past, as far as modern adjustables, is the Rex Ambassador. And while that's a beautiful razor, fine finishing and great hand feel, even on the 1 setting, the lowest, it was too aggressive for me. So I didn't get along with that one and had borrowed a friend's. So if you start asking me about other adjustable razors, those are really the only ones I've used. So I will try to do my best as far as comparison wise to maybe some of the other regular safety razors I use, like offerings from Carve or Dracon or even like a Becur. Anyway, 3-piece razor design right there. And then as far as adjustable settings, you actually only need to loosen the handle. Again, you don't have to fully disassemble it. I just give it a little loosen here, and then the dial, you see the arrow pointing down here. I'm going to twist it over to the 6. And hopefully you can see that on the camera. That's on 6. And then again, gripping on the sides, you want to fully lock it in. And the clamping on this razor on all the settings have been really solid. That's another issue probably I really have with the vintage adjustables. It's just too loosey-goosey with the blade in that razor. So that's not an issue for those who might be worried. And also, there is a removable brass weight right here in the middle, kind of part of that see-through design. I've left it in for all my shaves as I really do like the heft of it. Altogether, this is 105 grams in hand. So if you guys do like kind of a hefty razor, as is, it's great. I will in the future try to remove it and see how it feels as a light razor, as I'm also a huge fan, as regular viewers of the channel will know, of the Blackland Blackbird Titanium. So as of right now though, I'm just gonna leave the weight in because that's what I did for my other shaves and I enjoyed it. So let's go with the grain, setting 6, and I'm gonna let you hear the razor feedback for that first half pass. So it's audible, clearly it's audible, but it's not a super loud razor as far as audio feedback goes. So how does the 6 feel like? Setting 6 has a little bit of blade feel, not like oodles and oodles of it, but it would fall probably under medium blade feel. And efficiency, efficiency is very good on this razor. On the 6, I would say it's moderate high. But just as far as those who like milder razors, I think your settings, you're gonna sit between 1 and probably 1 and 5. 5 and 6, there's not a huge difference, but I think if I cap it out 1 to 5 for those who like a mild but efficient razor, that's gonna be your sweet spot. As far as 6 through 9, it gets pretty, the blade gap gets pretty big, and it is noticeable, especially, that's what the 6 is, and on 9, even more. I did, in the time that I experimented with the 9 setting on the first pass, I actually just gave myself a bit of a cut right at the top of my mole right here, and that thing, it wouldn't stop bleeding for probably an hour or so. So it's indeed sharp. I probably wasn't the most careful. I don't usually shave with super aggressive razors either, but it was, I basically nicked myself and just where it happened to be, again, right on the mole, quite a bit of blood came out. So do exercise caution. And I share that little anecdote mostly for those who really want a lot of blade feel. I think that's kind of what Blackland is known for in some of their other razors. You're gonna probably love the 9 setting, maybe the 8 and 9 setting. You will find some very, very usable settings. And ultimately, I think that's more what the team at Blackland was going for in designing this razor. The Osprey is meant to have a setting, something for everyone basically. And I do think mid-shave on-the-fly adjustment is easy enough, but for those curious, is it as easy as the Gillette Slim or the Gillette Fat Boy? Those are easier to adjust on the fly than the Osprey. I mean, again, you just have to firmly grip the head and twist, but once there's some water introduced in the environment, maybe some leftover lather, I think you do have to be a little bit more careful. But as far as like twisting and turning and how all the pieces fit together, it feels very good in hand, the finish is great, and all the parts kind of work smoothly together. This is turning out to be a little bit of a different shave in that I have so much information in my head I want to share with you guys. So I'll probably be stopping a lot just to make sure I don't forget anything. So. I also want to welcome all of the new viewers to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you guys so much for tuning in to this razor feature. We have plenty of other great videos, all revolving around the world of wet shaving. So if you enjoy razors, soaps, aftershaves, shaving brushes, all that good stuff, please be sure to hit that like button down below. And if you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button. We have a goal here of trying to reach 3,000 subscribers before the end of 2023. And hitting that subscribe button will help us hit that goal. I also do want to mention that we're running a giveaway right now. If you go to my previous video, which I'll link down below, for the channel update and giveaway video, we have a $20 gift card to the razor company, open to those in the US and Canada. So go check out that video for your chance to enter and win. And again, thank you guys so much for tuning in today. All right, so now let's give you the audio feedback for the Against the Grain pass. And also, I can't forget, we're gonna bring it down from the 6. Let's go down to 3. So again, I'm gonna loosen the handle, just a little quarter turn, just loosen it up. And we're gonna bring it down to 3. Again, gripping the sides, not the side with the blade. You don't wanna grab the blade, ever, while it's in the razor. And really, you can really tighten it up nice. So let's go in, give you that audio feedback for the Against the Grain pass. There it is. So as expected, some nice audio feedback, a little bit louder than with the grain. Now, as far as finding the angle for different settings, I found it very intuitive. There wasn't much difficulty in that. You don't need a super steep angle or anything like that. A 6-3 combo, this is feeling real good right now. Even the one where I thought, oh man, that's gonna be way too mild, but I would say if you are fans of like something similar to like the Merkur 34C or Edwin Jagger DE89, the one offers like a slight upgraded feel where I think efficiency is better, even though there's very little blade feel. So if you've been looking for some sort of upgrade or alternative, that is still mild in feel but more efficiency, that 1 or 2 setting, that's probably what you're looking for. Now, the other thing that I haven't tackled is the price, and the price of $350 USD. That's a big chunk of change for a safety razor. I know the price in particular is a lot of point discussion for those kind of considering this razor. And in the past, when we've discussed kind of higher priced brushes and razors, viewers always ask, is it worth the price? And I think that is a tricky question. But as far as comparing it to other similar razors at this price point, we mentioned the Rex Ambassador. One I haven't tried and I'm kind of curious to try now is the Tatara Muramasa. Tatara has some beautiful designs, very contemporary, very modern as well, and that is in the same price point between $350 and $400. So that might already be out of your price range, and that's fine. Practicing, a budget or knowing your limits, no problem there. But as far as, in comparison with other competitors on the market, I do think that the fit and finish and the quality of the shave is there. But in some ways, am I getting 9 different razors with the Osprey? If not 9, because some of the settings are close, you're definitely getting multiple razors within it. If that's one way to wrap your head around it, where you can get a mild razor for Against the Grain pass like I'm doing, and then a little more blade feel, a little more efficiency for that first initial pass. I'm not sure if that totally helps with your price questions, but if I don't touch on anything price-wise or even just about the razor itself, please be sure to leave your questions in the comments below, and I'll be sure to answer them and hopefully give you some better clarity. All right, so there we are with a 3-pass shave with the new Blackland Osprey. In feeling around at the end here, seeing how much stubble is left, I will say when I do the kind of higher setting and then switch to the lower setting, it does take a hit as far as efficiency goes. So, I think the hair will grow back a little faster than it would if I just kept it on the 6th setting. And there's all these different combinations of of settings or keeping the same, changing it. I'm still experimenting. So do consider this an early look, even for me. In reporting back, I will definitely revisit the razor as I want to get more shaves with it. I still want to experiment more, but I did need to get this video out to you guys in a timely fashion because people are wondering, people are asking questions. The efficiency, I think it's there if I want it to be. It's just nice to have the option to kind of have more gentle shave. Maybe my neck has some irritation or is feeling raw from this or that. This gives a nice option. Bottom line for the Osprey though, this gives you some very usable settings. And I do think that for whatever preference that you might want, except for maybe like those who want like super high aggression, like was it like a Mula R41 or something like that. I don't think that goes into that extreme, but as far as kind of the mildest, on the mild side of the spectrum, it covers that very well. So even for those who thought other Blackland razor offerings might have been too aggressive in the past, I think the 1 and 2 setting on the Osprey could actually be a real winner for those who really like mild razors. So that's kind of in general as the audience. And of course, this razor is being targeted, I think, at those who are clearly enthusiasts and just like super fans of wet shaving, of traditional shaving. And I do think this is a really wonderful piece and a really wonderful offering to have come out of Blackland. So big thank you again to Blackland Razors for allowing me to give you guys an early look at this razor. I really truly enjoyed my shaves with this, and it's made me a bit of a believer in that these modern adjustable razors might be worth checking out. I was firmly in the camp of design the safety razor on that one setting to the best of your ability, because when you try to do too much, kind of everyone suffers. That is not the case with the Osprey here. Again, if you have any questions, anything I didn't touch upon in this early look, let me know in the comments below. If you're considering getting this razor, I also want to hear from you. What are your factors that you're weighing? With that being said, that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Again, I really appreciate you taking some time out of your busy day and tuning into this video, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Take care.